Hey guys, how you doing? I just finished installing the Perrin pitch stop mount. There's actually a really good video by Subie Bros. I'll go ahead and link that below. They go in very high detail how to do everything, especially putting in some of these nuts right here. They're very difficult. That's blue from Loctite. Just so you know, I definitely suggest using Loctite on all of these nuts, including the pitch stop mount nut on this side. Something I do suggest when you're doing the clutch line is to use a I think it's called Speedi-Bleed. It's a pressurized brake bleeding system. It basically pressurizes the brake cylinder, master cylinder, and it makes it super easy to bleed the clutch system. It took me literally probably like 5 minutes. I'll go ahead and put a link to the YouTube channel for that device. It's a great device. I highly suggest it. But some things that I suggest for this side of the Perrin pitch stop mount, you're gonna have to put Rivnuts in there. What I suggest doing is not using their Rivnut, but stainless steel Rivnuts. The Rivnuts they use are meant for hand insulation, so they're pretty weak and soft. These are stainless steel ones that I got from Amazon. I'll put a link below for these two. I mean, these are just good to have, but you definitely cannot hand tighten. You definitely can't hand tighten these. You have to use some type of impact tool. I use my impact drill, and it worked just fine. It's this one right here that's upside down. It worked just fine with the extension. I just used a Milwaukee extension right here with a half inch. I don't know what it's called. Just the end is half inch right there, and that fit just fine. You just have to do it pretty carefully, but it definitely works. Also, the piece that you use that comes with the kit, I would definitely wrap the handle in masking tape or put a glove over it, because it's basically a lot easier to just let it, once you put it in there, I basically put my hand up against the impact drill to get it in, and it basically just spun this really quick and it hit the mount. And if you just put some masking tape or a glove around it, it'll just kind of, it'll nicely sit on top of it so you can impact it down. So you just impact it down a little bit until the Rivnut nicely kind of squished in there. And then I just used a normal ratchet tool and just finished it out with a ratchet tool. But the stainless steel is a lot stronger than the one that Perrin gives you. I had to actually remove the one that Perrin gave me because it was just too soft. When I started to tighten the hex nuts, it just basically it stripped the screw, and it was just a pain in the butt to get back out. Really not enjoyable. Some other things that I suggest getting to do the installation that you can always use later on, and I'll put links below for all this stuff too, or I'll just list in the description. Definitely would be an extension, Wobble extension, for the to put in some of these nuts, and then of course this really small ratchet tool. Here's the part right here. Let's see if I can get it in here. Let me just put it on the ground here. Should be able to focus. And then of course I used I think it's 3/8 ratchet, a little bit longer handled for the other. I guess for, you don't really actually need it, but I have one available. It's a little bit easier to use for some tightening, but definitely this small one extremely helpful. Wobble extensions definitely will need, and of course these sockets here will make everything a lot easier. I only had a 5mm. The 6mm was a pain in the butt to get in, but I got it in. But if you have a 6mm Allen extension like this, it'll just save you so much more time. So overall, this install was a pain in the butt. But also, another thing I wanted to add is the two holes here were originally occupied by this socket piece right here. I believe it goes in like so, like this, and then the back you have these two, pop clips in there. I see a lot of people they use this tool right here to pull it out, but I always see them going in like in the front section. But yeah, before I see people, originally there was a pop clip right here. I see people, they're always trying to pry like this, and then they pry this one, and you just scratch that entire area in the back. But actually, in reality, if you were to go behind here and remove this left nut, this left pop clip first, using this rubber cushion on the pop clip remover, this rubber cushion, and use as leverage and actually push down this way, rather than trying to pry it towards you. You push it away towards the car, and it pops out real fast if you just do the left one first, and then you work your way inside to the upper inside one, and then you do the same thing. Instead of pulling it towards you, you push it towards the car, the handle, using this removal tool, and it pops out real quick. I mean, you see people spending 20, 30, whatever, 10, 15 minutes. It took about 30 seconds to pop out. Other than that, also don't forget to use Threadlocker. I don't think I forgot anything else, hopefully not, but yeah, definitely a very tough install, as you can tell. I mean, there's just barely any area to work. Be really careful, make sure you take things slow, and the Rivnuts, I highly suggest using stainless steel and an impact tool to install it rather than what Perrin gives you. So later on you won't have to worry about stripping it, having a very weak connection, which defeats the entire purpose of this mount. That's pretty much it, guys, but other than that, I guess I'll talk to you guys later. Alright, bye-bye.